Vane, the corridor floor reads 312 degrees Celsius. That's not a floor, that's a kiln. You cannot walk on that.
I'm not going to walk on it, Cooper.
Right, because you're going to go around it?
There is no around it. I'm going to slide across it.
I'm sorry, you're going to slide on 300 degrees in wet trousers?
Don't question the wet trousers, Cooper. Focus on the timer.
40 seconds to full thermal cycle. The ceramic will crack, he'll go straight through to the sub-furnace.
Physics doesn't care what you're wearing, only what you understand. 9 hours earlier, London.
Come on, Sloan. I need the Marrakech thermal imaging file and my level 4 field clearance. The Dean moved the briefing up by 20 minutes.
Your level 4 clearance was suspended this morning, Cooper.
What? Why?
You left a classified biometric glove in an Uber. Again. It's the second one this quarter.
It was a ride share. The door closed very fast.
Provisionally reinstated as of 7 minutes ago. The Dean decided you were more useful embarrassed than benched. I had no opinion either way. You're soaking.
The extraction from Tallinn ran long. A fjord was involved.
Is that seawater?
Baltic, specifically. Don't worry, Cooper. It dries.
The Dean wants you in the briefing room in 4 minutes. I'd suggest a towel, but I suspect you'll decline.
Towels are for people with time to spare.
3 weeks ago, a Moroccan Air Force training aircraft experienced catastrophic thermal failure at altitude. The airframe heat shielding rated to 1200 degrees Celsius failed at 400. The pilot ejected. He was the fortunate one. 2 days later, the same failure brought down an unlicensed cargo aircraft over the Sahara. No survivors.
Military-grade composites failing at a third of their rated temperature.
Forensic analysis found the composite panels were counterfeits, visually indistinguishable from certified materials, molecularly worthless. Our signals intelligence has traced the supply chain to a single man. Commandant Felix Okonkwo, former military procurement officer, now operating a fabrication enterprise in Marrakech. He is currently tendering contracts to 4 additional air forces.
Case file. Operation Leidenfrost. Target. Commandant Felix Okonkwo. His operation runs out of a working hammam complex in the Marrakech Medina Hammam al-Baha. The foundry-level heat of the furnace rooms masks the thermal signature of his industrial fabrication equipment from aerial surveillance. The man is hiding in plain heat.
The heat signature masking. He's using the hammam's own furnace output as camouflage for his fabrication machinery.
Clever, by any measure. His inner workshop, the fabrication floor, is accessible through a single corridor. The floor of that corridor is a continuous ceramic slab, heated to over 300 degrees as part of the hammam's original thermal regulation system. It is not a security measure, it is simply the building.
So no one can reach him because the access corridor is literally impassable. No thermal suit, no...
What is the corridor length?
3 meters, standard ceramic tile substrate, continuous slab. The thermal cycle peaks every 90 seconds. At peak, the slab reaches 340 degrees.
There's a hammam basin in the anteroom adjacent to the corridor entrance.
Yes, there is.
What does the basin have to do with anything?
Agent 26. The fabrication data, the molecular formulas Okonkwo is selling, as certification must not reach his next client. The exchange is tonight. You have a window.
Then I'd suggest we don't waste it.
I've got a full tactical suite-loaded thermal overlay, biometric door bypass, a signal jammer upgraded to the new XT9 firmware. Actually, hold on, it's doing a mandatory update.
Cooper, the XT9 update takes 40 minutes.
It's fine. It'll finish on the plane.
I have a watch, a lighter, and a plan that involves water. I'm ready.
That's not reassuring, Vane.
It isn't meant to be reassuring. It's meant to be sufficient. 7 hours later, Marrakech approach.
Vane, I'm at the north entrance. 2 guards, side door. My thermal scanner has them wait. The update finished at 53%. and now it's asking me to agree to new terms and conditions.
Decline and restart. Cooper.
If I restart, it'll wipe the thermal overlay.
Then you have eyes. Use them.
Cooper, the guards rotate on a 2-minute interval. You have 40 seconds from my mark.
Copy, standing by.
Open conduit. Ambient floor temperature at the ceramic threshold.
308 degrees Celsius. Thermal cycle at 41 seconds to peak. Peak estimated 339 degrees.
Sufficient.
Vane, Okonkwo's team just moved the exchange forward. The client is already inside. You've got Sloan. What's the window?
60 seconds before Okonkwo hands over the certification data package, and his client walks out the eastern exit to a waiting vehicle.
The jammer still isn't. Look. My XT9 is technically a very expensive paperweight right now.
Cooper, guard north door. Now.
Vane floor temperature spiking. 312, 318.
Conduit. Time to full cycle peak.
22 seconds.
He's going to step onto 300 degrees of solid ceramic in wetsuit trousers, and I am just supposed to Sloan. Am I supposed to be fine with this?
You are supposed to hold the north corridor and stop catastrophizing. Those are your 2 tasks.
What does that sound?
The molecular certification data transfers in 30 seconds. By morning, your procurement office has documentation indistinguishable from
Commandant Okonkwo. I do hope I'm not interrupting.
the corridor no one passes. That corridor, the heat sensors would have.
Your sensors detect the gradual, conducted warmth of a human footstep on a cool floor. They aren't calibrated for a man who never conducts heat at all. The data package. If you please.
I have to say, the motorcycle through the souk was genuinely terrifying, and the corridor thing, the steam thing, that was the most unsettling 2 seconds of my professional career.
You'll find it less unsettling once you understand it.
And I don't want to understand it. I want a thermal suit that works.
For the record, Cooper, your XT9 completed its update. It now requires a firmware compatibility diagnostic before field activation. Estimated time, 90 minutes.
That is a brand new feature.
My watch has never required a firmware update. In 23 years of service.
Your watch also doesn't have GPS, a biometric scanner, or...
No. It tells me the time, with remarkable reliability.
The data package is confirmed, destroyed. The pending contracts have been flagged with the relevant air forces. Well done, Agent 26.
The city made it straightforward, sir. It's been running on heat for 1,000 years. I merely borrowed some of it.
Don't get comfortable, Vane. There's a situation developing in Reykjavik. Sloan will have the file waiting.
It's already printed, sir.
You've seen a water droplet hit a hot pan and skitter across the surface, as if the pan weren't there at all. That's the Leidenfrost Effect. Named for Johann Gottlob Leidenfrost, who described it in 1756, before we had the physics to explain it. Here's what's actually happening. When a liquid contacts a surface that is significantly above the liquid's boiling point, not just hot, but far hotter, the bottom layer of that liquid vaporizes instantly. But it doesn't escape. It forms a thin, pressurized cushion of vapor between the liquid and the surface. That cushion is a near-perfect insulator. It prevents direct contact. It prevents heat transfer. And crucially, it is nearly frictionless. A water droplet on a 400-degree pan doesn't boil away in an instant. It dances. It slides. It survives for minutes because it is riding its own vapor and never actually touching the surface at all. The same principle allows a human hand, briefly coated in liquid nitrogen, to touch molten iron without burning. The nitrogen vaporizes so rapidly that the vapor layer forms before conduction can occur. The floor of that corridor was 312 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100. The ratio was more than sufficient. The moment my wet boots met that ceramic, the Leidenfrost vapor layer formed. I wasn't walking on the floor. I was floating above it on a cushion of my own steam, frictionless, insulated, and invisible to a heat sensor looking for gradual conduction. Nature provided the mechanism. I simply had the good sense to use it. Physics doesn't care what temperature the floor is. It only cares whether you understand what happens at the boundary.